baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Sonny Gray. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, number 19. Here comes a pitch. And that one's a little bit low. And that's how this game gets started. And a curve misses outside.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
In the air, right field. Nootbaar under it. One away. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. At the bottom of the lineup, a guy trying to turn things around, Alex Wood.
And Boog, I don't know what it is, but a big part of his struggles this season have come from the way he's hit on the road. Listen, away from home, he's hitting under the Mendoza line, and that's just not getting it done. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that's difficult to break out of. It's difficult to diagnose, and you've got to figure out a way because you're going to have to perform on the road if you're going to stay in the lineup every day and be a contributor on a big league ball club.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Brian Reynolds here.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
There's a swing and a drive. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. Brian Reynolds leaves the yard. It's 1-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And down on strikes he goes. That's the 3rd out. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on this solo homer. It's now 1-0. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill, Alex Wood. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The wind of the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a pitch. Chases that one out of the zone. One gone, bottom half of the first.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Dylan Carlson, the next to hit, takes ball one. Wood, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep, and that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. A little out front there as he swings through it.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty, and that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. Lars Nootbaar now at the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, nobody on. Off the mark there. And the count even 1-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
And there's a ball. Home team down a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. End of 1 from Sportsman's Park. It's the Pirates 1 and the Cardinals nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Jack Sawinski. Gray back to work. Gray, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a curve, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. And that's outside. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Wouldn't chase that time. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
On the ground, Wynn gathers and throws to first. 1 out in the second. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. And that clips the inside corner. One out, base is empty. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Perfect example right there. A hitter who hits the ball on the outside part of the plate the other way has to trust his hands and let the ball travel a little bit deeper.
One gone, runner at first. And here is Termarr Johnson. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Up and in, ball one. And another ball. Tellez at first, one gone. Line drive to short and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Now it's going to be Paul Skeens.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just one hit in his last 5 games.
That one's in there. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So one left for Pittsburgh, but they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Nolan Gorman. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
That clips the corner. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
And the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And now the lefty. Outside low. Now 1-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Here's a 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. This one smoked out to left. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Throw cut off to second. The tag out. Now it's Nick Senzel. 2 hits and 5 at bats yesterday. That's outside. Ball 1.
1-0.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw over to Tellez. And that is that. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. Top half of the third inning at the plate for Pittsburgh. Alex Wood. And the right-hander back to work. Lifted in the air, out to left. Edman calls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jared.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the third baseman. Flied to right his first time. In the air, left field. 2 down.
The batter, the right fielder. Andrew
2 outs, base is empty.
McCutcheon.
Now it's the right fielder, Andrew McCutcheon. Struck out swinging his first time. Ball 1, no strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses, and it's 2-0. Strike 1.
2-1.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air to left center. It falls in, and that's a hit. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn.
1-0.
And here it comes. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Here's a 2-2.
We got a full count.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 up, 1 down.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Bounce to the left side. Cruz tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Sonny Gray.
And now the veteran pitcher, Sonny Gray.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And that one clips the corner. Home team down a run here in the last half of the third. The 0-2.
That's a ball. Outside.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. Two outs. That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Tap to first. Tellez. He takes it on his own, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, and it remains 1-0. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit.
The left fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
The right-hander back to work. Clips the corner. 0-1. And it skips in the dirt. Just off the outside edge. Ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And another ball. The pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
Reynolds on at first, nobody out. That one just misses.
It's a good take.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And the righty deals. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. And now the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. He's 0 for 1. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you can have a really good day out there on the mound.
And ball 1. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone, and now 2-2. Man at first, 1 away. And a pitch. That missed by a lot. And the count is filled up. That one ripped. Edman going back to the warning track, makes the catch.
The first baseman, number 42, Rowdy.
Here's Rowdy Tellez, and he's already singled in this game. That one catches the corner for a strike. And a foul ball. That one missed.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Righty to the plate. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's downstairs and outside. Swings and misses. And that is that. Pirates lead one, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Tommy Edman. Wood back to work. That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Ball to strike, the pitch. And it goes just foul. And he grounds one to the right side. Throw over to Tellez, and they get Edman for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
This is Dylan Carlson. He's 0 for 1. Here's the sinker at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
That one inside, and it's 1-1. The Pirates leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Bouncer to second. Johnson on to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Up next for the Cardinals, the right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 1 so far. And a good eye there. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. St. Louis goes down in order. Redbirds down quietly. They're down 1-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Johnson, in his 2nd season, only 20 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Righty delivers. And down on strikes. And now 1 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Paul Skeens.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Goldie makes a nice running catch.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the pitcher, Alex Wood.
Up next for the Pirates, Alex Wood. Fly to left his first time.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Flips the corner. That's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Just missed. He swings and fouls one off. This one popped up. Drifts towards it. Makes the grab. And that is that. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. But they're on top 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in the long ball threat, Nolan Gorman. The lefty fires. Hard hit left side. Sends it across the first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Everyone appreciates when a shortstop makes a play like that. Your manager's smiling over there, and your teammates are loving it.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
This batter gets described as a homebody because he loves playing at home, and historically his numbers back it up.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Just missed. And a pitch. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. He goes down looking.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And up next for St. Louis, Nick Senzel. On the inside corner for a strike. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Ball one there.
That's the ball. 1-1.
And that one a little below the knees. 2-1. 2 outs. And
No,
another
that's down.
ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Man at first. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. That's in there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And he deals. Good eye in that
That's the
spot.
ball.
Step off throw to first. And he's back in safely. Senzel leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That's a little bit low. Next pitch is outside.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Got him. Inning over. So they've been held scoreless through 5. It's the Pirates 1 and the Cardinals nothing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the Pirates leadoff man, number 19. Gray back to work. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball 1. That's to third. Oh, he gloves it to first. Nicely done for the out.
Cat-like reflexes on that one. Makes the dive, has to get up. Clean exchange to throw a strike across the diamond. And what a tremendous play.
And now it's Andrew McCutchen, 1 for 2. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1. One down, base is empty. Towards first. And he takes it himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Pirates 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Bottom of the 6th. And now Ivan Herrera.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
The pitch. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Kicks and deals. That one the other way. And there's a base hit to right field. Now he turns and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Sonny Gray next up for the Cardinals. First pitch misses. To the right side, Johnson. Tosses to first. Play is made, 2 out.
The batter, the left fielder,
Tommy Edman at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A little bit low. Two down, nobody on. That one misses. 3-0. Dylan Carlson waits on deck. The wind of the pitch. And that one hit to first. And it's through for a hit. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. But he's in there easily.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Man at second here with 2 away. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Dylan Carlson.
That's the ball.
And takes low for ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Up the middle. He gets there on a slide. Gathers and throws. And very nicely done for the out. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail here 1-0. And we're back. And the batter will be the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz.
the shortstop, O'Neal.
The wind of the pitch. And that's in there at the knees. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Andrew Kittredge up and loosening in the pen. Thompson also getting ready. Strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So digging in, Jack Sawinski. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball there. Left-hand batter waits. Sliced hard but foul. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Rowdy Tellez. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add on. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boo. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Sonny Gray will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. On the mound now, Andrew Kittredge.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Base is empty, 1 away. Termarr Johnson digs in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next offering is fouled back. The punch out there, 2 away now.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Up next for the Pirates, Paul Skeens. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. And a strike in there.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
2 outs.
1-2.
Wouldn't chase that time. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And next is the Pirates pitcher, Alex Wood. Right through there for a strike.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And it's even up.
1-1.
Here comes the pitch. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
On the ground, Gorman. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. The line to kick the pitch. Ripped, but it curls foul.
You know, these Cardinals need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Nolan Gorman. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Activity in the bullpen. Jose Hernandez loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Moretta warming up as well. 0-1 now.
No, that's out.
And a good eye there.
Outside. Ball.
And a foul ball. The 2-2 now. And another ball. Out to short. Cruz throws to first in time.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. That's ripped. Base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now a chance for Nick Senzel. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Goldie off of first with 2 away. Just missed.
That's the ball. 2-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-1.
2-1.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. The Cards leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Zach Thompson.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
So the lineup flips over. Now the third baseman. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Edman in position. And there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. 1 for 3. Now a fly ball to right center. Carlson grabs it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 outs, base is empty. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Herrera brings it in for the third out. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Hernandez.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The Cardinals in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And here it comes.
1-0.
That one well upstairs. 1-0.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That one ripped, but foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
That's towards center. Sawinski moving under it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the catcher.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Hernandez in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And ball 1.
1-1.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
Pinch hitter coming on. Kyle Farmer. Runner on first and 1 down for him.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And that's down. A base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tommy.
On the mound now for the Pirates, Dauri Moreta. 32nd appearance.
Number 36.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And here comes Tommy Edman. swing and a drive deep right field. McCutchen on the move, racing back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging from third. And now the runner will score from third on the wild throw.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Dylan Carlson will hit next.
Here come the Rally Caps. It's late, but it's far from over.
Down the line. McCutchen after it. Corrals it. And the inning is over. A run, a hit, and a man left. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Pirates 3 and the Cardinals 1. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, John King.
Don't expect to see a whole lot of swings and misses, but he's going to compete out there on the mound.
O'Neal Cruz getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Up the middle. Win. On the run. Throw to first. One up, one down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero getting loose out there. Just off the inside edge. Base is empty, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. Line drive, base hit down the line.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
So man aboard. And the batter now, Rowdy Tellez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Sawinski over at first with one away. There's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
And now the lefty wouldn't chase that time. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And that's outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first.
Full count.
Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Termarr Johnson. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Pirates 3 and the Cardinals 1. And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, David Bednar.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now, Lars Nootbaar, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a pitch. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Bednar, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter.
No,
and that's a little bit high. Now 2-0.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits.
Yeah.
So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
And a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
He's 2 outs away. Nolan Gorman next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
No,
First offering, and it just misses. The Pirates up by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. And that skips in the dirt.
2-1.
Right-handed reliever spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
And that one fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Fastball for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. They left 5 runners on base. For St. Louis, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.